Hello friends, good evening, welcome to Chandu Biology Classes. So today in this session we will be discussing mathematics for IIT JAM BT. So that is, we are discussing the topic of sequence and series, right? So we will be continuing with sequence and series. So yeah, I am audible. So in the previous class, that is for our paid batch students, we have already started with sequence and series. So those who are watching on YouTube, you are not losing out on something, anything important, but already some concepts are being taught. That's why I suggest you to join the paid batch. So you can have a holistic preparation once you join the paid batch, and also you can have one-on-one mentorship, be it for physics, chemistry, mathematics, and most importantly for biotechnology, okay, biotechnology and any topic of life sciences. Definitely you can get access to the faculty, okay. That's why please join the paid batch to get the access to the faculty, and also you can watch the paid batch classes, that is high quality content. Now let us start with our discussion on sequence and series. We have already done most of the questions on AP. So today we'll be continuing from where we left off in the previous session. So we have to do some important points or important note pertaining to arithmetic progression. Some important notes or points regarding arithmetic progression we had to discuss, okay. So let us begin without any further ado. So when I talk about important points, so Tn is equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. So in the previous class itself I told you that if sum of n terms, okay, if sum of n terms, if the sum of n terms is given, okay, there are n terms, if the sum of n terms is given as Sn, okay, if there are n minus 1 terms, n minus 1 terms is, it will come like this, okay, Sn minus 1. This gap is nothing but this gives us the nth term. This gives us the nth term. So that is nothing but what? So that is nothing but Tn. So Tn is equal to Sn minus 1. Sn minus Sn S of n minus 1. Sn minus S of n minus 1. So this is a very important property which you have to remember. Definitely it will be useful in various questions. Okay. Next thing is sum of terms equidistant from the beginning and end is same. So this we can say this is nothing but the Bhangra trick, I can say. Okay. Why I say Bhangra trick, I will tell you. Because equidistant from the beginning and this end is same, that is first term plus last term will be equal to second term plus second last term, third term plus third last term will be equal to fourth term plus fourth last term will be equal, okay. All this will be equal. So that you can see here. So 2, 5, 8, 5, 59, 62, 65. So see here, first term and last term 2 plus 65, second term and second last term, and third term and third last term are all equal to 67. This is what we have. They are equal. These are equal to 67. Okay, this is the meaning of the word, that is sentence, that is sum of the terms equidistant from the beginning and the end is same. Okay, this is the meaning of it. Next, if A1, A2, A3 are in AP, then A1 plus or minus K, A2 plus or minus K. That is, if a given number of terms are in AP, if you add any constant, then the resulting terms will also be in AP, or if you subtract from the given terms any constant, then the resulting terms will also be in AP. That is the meaning of it. Okay, that is the meaning of it. Or if A1, A2, A3 are in AP, if you add or subtract, then also the terms, the resultant terms, that will also be in AP. Next thing is, if you multiply by a constant, suppose say constant be K, if you multiply each of the terms by the same constant, suppose AP is 2, 4, 6, 8, I am multiplying by a constant called 3. So 3 into 2, 3 into 4, 3 into 6, 3 into 8. So the resultant terms, that will also be in AP. That is the meaning of this statement. Okay. Let us proceed. Next thing, A1 plus An is equal to what? A2 into An minus 1. That is first term plus last term will be equal to second term plus second last term. That is the meaning of it. So this will be equal to 2 times the middle term. This is very important property, that is I told you first term plus last term, second term plus second last term, third term, okay, third last term will be equal to some value. That some value is nothing but equal to 2 times the middle term. 2 times the what? 2 times the middle term. Please keep this in mind. Next, Tn, okay, if you talk about Tn, it is linear, that is Ax plus b. If they talk about a graph in terms of graphical questions, if they ask, if they give in the term of an AP, or that is represented by An or Tn, that is nothing but linear. So the graph will be linear. If you talk about Sn, that is sum of n terms of an AP, that is what? That is quadratic, that is ax square plus bx plus c. So please remember, in an AP we have two things, that is an, that is n term of an AP, or Tn, that is also called n term of an AP. That is what? That is linear. So if it is linear means the graph will be a straight line. When we talk about Sn, that is sum of n terms of an AP. Sn means what? Sum of n terms of an AP. So Sn will be always quadratic. Sn will be always quadratic. The graph will also be a quadratic, that is it will meet at 2 points. Okay, it will meet x-axis at 2 points. Okay, this is the meaning of it. Now let us have a look at some questions based on the properties which we have just learnt. Okay, what they are asking, if the sum of n terms of a series is 2n square plus 5n, find its 7th term. They are asking us find its 7th term, that is if Sn is given as 2n square plus 5n, okay, they are asking us to find the 7th term, that is they are asking us to find a7. They are asking us to find a7. So where for all n belongs to n. Okay, so Sn is equal to 2n square plus 5n. That means first what I can find? I can find S7. S7 how I can find? Wherever n is there, I will just put n is equal to 7. Put n is equal to 7. What will this be? This will become 2 into 7 square plus 5 into 7. So this will be what? 7 square is 49. 2 into 49 plus 5 into 7 is 35. So 49 into 2 is what? 98. 98 plus 35. That is nothing but equal to what, friends? 98 plus 35 is nothing but equal to 133. So I got S7 is equal to 133. Now S7 is actually, the formula for S7 is what? That is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1. So n by 2 is what? N by 2, S7 is 133. N by 2 is what? N by 2 is, I can write it as 7 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into this one. Correct? No, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So 2a plus n minus 1 into d is nothing but what? 2a plus, this is n minus 1 means this is 6d. Okay, this is 6d. So S7 is 133. Okay, S7 is 133. Now using this formula, can we find out the value of A7? Definitely not. Why? Because we don't know the value of A and we don't know the value of D. Correct? But we know that we have a property, that is we know that if Sn is given, see here, if I want to find An, if Sn is given, Sn minus 1 gives us An. Correct? Similarly, if I want A7, what I can do? I can write A7 is equal to S7 minus n minus 1 means here it is S6. So this will become S6. So here I got S7. I have to find what now? First what I have to find now? Now I have to find S6. Simply I have to find just S6. So S6 how to find? Using the same thing. We here to find S6, wherever n is there. So this is what, this is the formula. So I have to use. So to find S6 what I have to put? I have to put n is equal to 6 in the given equation. So this S6 will become what? S6 will become 2n square, that is 2 into 6 square plus 5 into 6 plus 5 into 6. Now what it will become? It will become, see, 2 into 6 square is 2 into 36 plus 5 into 6 is 30. So 36 into 2 is 72 plus 30, that is nothing but equal to what? 102. So S6 is equal to what? 102. Now I want what? I want, they are asking us to find its 7th term. 7th term is nothing but equal to what? 7th term is nothing but, it is nothing but A7. A7 is nothing but equal to S7 minus S6. So that is what? 133 minus what it is? S6 is 102. So A7 is equal to 133 minus 102. That is nothing but equal to what? 133 minus 102 is what? It is nothing but 31. So A7 is equal to 31, friends. This is the right answer to this question. Okay, so very simple question. What is the property that we used? The first property I told you when I discussed about important points for AP. So this is the property that we used in this question. This is the property that we used in this question to get the answer. Clear? Okay, this is the question that we used. Okay, this is the approach that we used. Okay, so An is equal to Sn minus S of n minus 1. That is the approach that we used to solve this question. So let us proceed further. So this question or this concept is called as common terms in 2 or more APs. Common terms in 2 or more APs. So if 2 or more APs are given, okay, with the number of terms being varying, okay, so if you want to look for common terms, okay, suppose ABCD is there, another AP is PQRS AT, PQRS AT. If you compare both the APs, what is common? A is common. A is common. How to find the common term? That is the approach we are following here. So common terms of two APs with common difference D1 and D2 form an AP with common difference LCM of D1 and D2. So what does it means if two APs are given, okay, and the common difference are different, okay. So a common AP will be formed with the common difference of LCM of D1 and D2. Now common terms of this AP with common difference D1 D2 form an AP with common difference of LCM of D1 D2 D3. That is, if there are two APs of common difference D1 and common difference D2, then LCM will be then common difference of the new AP will be LCM of D1 and D2, and if it is 3 AP, it will be LCM of D1, D2 and D3. Got it? So this is the meaning of it. So this, let us see some questions for this so that you will understand. Now look at this question. They have given the sum of the first 20 terms common between the series. The sum of the first 20 terms common between the series. This is the question that they are asking. Sum of the first 20 terms they are asking. So first of all, I am not interested in finding first 20 terms. First I want to find common terms between these two APs. So here, if I talk about this AP, here what? A is 3, and D is what? D is nothing but equal to what? D is D1. Let me write it as D1. D1 will be 7 minus 3, this will become 4. Okay, here A is what? Here it is 1, and common difference D2 is equal to what? 6 minus 1, 5. So I have to first find the common difference, that is LCM of D1 D2, that is nothing but equal to LCM of what it is? LCM of 4 and 5. LCM of 4 and 5, what it is, friend? It is 20. LCM of 4 and 5, it is nothing but what? 20. For this term, I want to find the nth term. Okay, that is, I want to find the an. Suppose this is having n number of terms, this is having m number of terms. First, what I have to do is, the trick which we have to use is, okay, you can follow any method, but this is the method I want to follow so that you solve the question very easily. Okay, for this question, what you can do? Find the n term. N term, that is, you have to find the an for this, you have to find am for this. So to find an, what is the formula that we have? That is a plus n minus 1 into d. An is what? A plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, this here. Okay, if I talk about this AP, see here, am is what? Am is equal to m number of terms means a plus m minus 1 into d. Okay, now this is d1, this is d2. These two will be equal. An and am should be equal. Okay, we have to equate it. So a is what here? A is 3 plus n minus 1 is, we don't know, n minus 1 into d1 is what, friends? D1 is 4. Okay, this will be equal to what? This will give us, this implies this will be equal to 3 plus 4n minus 4. So this will be equal to this am. So a is what here? A is 1. Okay, plus m minus 1. M minus 1 into d2 is what? D2 is 5. So this will be equal to what? 3 minus 4 is, this is 4n minus 1 will be equal to 1 plus 5m minus 5. Okay, 1 plus 5n minus 5. So this will give us what? 4n minus 1 is equal to 5m minus 4. 5m minus 4. So 4n will be equal to what? 4n will be equal to, actually this 4n will be equal to, I can write it as 4n will be equal to, if I send this 1 that side, this will be equal to 5n minus 3. Okay, 5m minus 3. So 4n is equal to 5m minus 3. So this is what we have. Now I have to put the value of for n so that I get the value of m. Okay, if I put n is equal to 1, okay, if I put n is equal to 1, I'll get 4. So if I then I have to put m also is equal to 1. So this will become what? 5 minus 3, it will become 2. So 4 is not equal to 2. So we cannot take that value. Suppose I put n is equal to 2. If I put n is equal to 2, if I put n is equal to 1, it is not satisfying. Okay, if I put n is equal to 2, I am getting 4 2s are 8, 5 2s are 10, 10 minus 3, no, it is not satisfying. If I put n is equal to 3, okay, n is equal to 3 is, n is equal to 3, if I put, what it will become? N is equal to 3, if I put, this will become 4 3s are 12, this will become what? 5 3s are 15, 15 minus 3, this will also become 12. So n is equal to 3. So if I put n is equal to 3, this is satisfying. So n is equal to 3, this is satisfying. So what is the term that we are getting? The common term that we are getting, that is n is equal to 3. So that is n is equal to 3 means for A3, okay, that is n is equal to 3 means for A3, the third term is coming as common. The third term is coming as common, that is 11. Okay, that is 11 and 11 are coming as common. So this is 11 and 11 are coming as common. That is third term here and third term here are coming common. Here directly by looking at it, you can say the third term is coming common, but I wanted to know the approach. That's why I told you how to solve this question. That is 11 and 11, that is the third term is coming as common. So the sum of first 20 terms common between these two. First 20 terms common between these two. So that is not required for us. Just look at how to find the common term, that is 11 is common. So we got it by just putting the values for n. Clear? Now let us have a look at the similar question here. Okay, let us have a look at the similar question where there are 3 APs. Okay, have a look at this question. There are 3 APs. Okay, there are 3 APs here. Just a minute. So as you can see, there are 3 APs here. Okay, so for this AP, D1 is equal to what? D1 is equal to 7 minus 3, 4. For this AP D2, D2 is equal to what? 5 minus 2, 3. Okay, for this AP D3 is equal to what, friends? D3 is equal to 7 minus 2, 5. So what they are telling us? The sum of the common terms of the following 3 APs are. The sum of the common terms. The sum of the common terms of the following 3 APs. Okay, so we have to first find the common terms between following 3 APs. Okay, definitely directly we cannot find here. Okay, so there are difference. So what we have to do? First we have to find the LCM of these 3. So LCM of these 3 is what, friends? LCM of these 3 is what? LCM of D1, D2 and D3. This is nothing but equal to what? LCM of 4, 3 and 5. So this is nothing but equal to what? This is nothing but equal to 60. LCM of 4, 3, 5 is nothing but equal to 60. Okay, this is nothing but equal to 60, friends. Okay, now what we have to do? Here A is equal to 3, here A is equal to 2, here A is equal to 2 again. So let this have n number of terms, let this AP have m number of terms and let this AP have r number of terms. So here we have to find what? Here we have to find an, here we have to find am, here we have to find er, correct? Then we have to equate all the 3. So first let us find an. So an is equal to what? A plus n minus 1 into d. A is what here? 3 plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, d is what here? D1. D1 is 4. So this should be equal to this term. This is second AP, that is what? M number of terms, that is a plus n, m minus 1 into d. A is what here? 2. 2 plus m minus 1 into d. D2 is what? This is D2. D2 should be 3. So this is equal to third AP, that is a plus r minus 1 into d. A is what here? 2 plus r minus 1 into d. D means here it is D3, that is 5. Now what we will get? So this will be 3 plus 4n minus 4. Okay, so this will be 2 plus 3m minus 3 and this will be 2 plus 5r minus 5. Okay, let us further simplify. So this will be what, friends? 4n minus 1. This will be what? 3m minus 1. This will be what? 5r minus 3. Okay, 3m minus 1, 5r minus 3. Now I will compare these two. I will compare for m. Okay, so this will be what? 4n minus 1 is equal to 3m minus 1. So this will become what? 4m minus 1 is equal to 3m minus 1. If I compare, what I will get? I will get it as what? 4n is equal to 3m. Okay, 4n is equal to 3m. Okay, 4n is equal to 3m I am getting. Okay, what I am getting? 4n minus 1 is equal to 3m minus 1. Minus 1 I can cancel. I will get 4n is equal to 3m, or n is equal to what, friends? N is equal to 3m by 4. Okay, n is equal to 3m by 4. So I am comparing with m. So this will be one set. This one I will keep it as m itself, because this one I am comparing with m and this one I am comparing with m. So this m will remain m itself. So here I will keep m itself. So here I have to find the value of m. Here I have to find the value of m. This will be kept as it is. This I will just write it as m. Here look at this, 5r minus 3 I am equating to 3m minus 1. 5r minus 3, if I equate it to 3m minus 1, what it will become? It will become what? 5r is equal to 3m plus 2. Okay, and r is equal to what, friends? And r will be equal to 3m plus 2 divided by 5. Okay, 3m plus 2 divided by 5. Now we have to put the values for m that satisfies all the 3. N should be equal, r should be equal and m should be equal. So I have to put the values for, I just have to put the values for m. So if I put m is equal to 3, 3 3s are 9, 9 by 4, no, because the number of terms cannot be fractional or decimal point. Okay, if I put this one, m is equal to 4, 3 4s are 12, 12 by 4, that will be 3, that is fine. Okay, m can be 4 here, but here 3 4s are 12, okay, 3 4s are 12, 12 plus 2 14, 14 by 5, it is not possible. Okay, now definitely if I put 4, here it is satisfying, that means it will be in the multiples of 4. So m will be in the multiples of 4, that means m can take the value of 4, 8, okay, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 like that. Now if I put m is equal to because it is divisible by 4, I have to take the multiples of 4. If I take m is equal to 8, 8 3s are 24, this is fine, I have to look for this. 8 3s are 24, 24 plus 2, 26 by 5, not possible. If I put m is equal to 12, so this will become 12 3s are 36. If I put m is equal to 12, 12 3s are 36, 38 by 5, not possible because you will get the remainder. Now if I put m is equal to 16, if I put m is equal to 16, 16 3s are 48, 48 plus 2, 48 plus 2 it is what it is, 48 plus 2 is 50, 50 by 5 is it is 10. So this is satisfying. So I could take what, m is equal to, I should take it as 16. This will give us what, this will give us n is equal to what, this will give us n is equal to 3 into 16 by 4. So that is what, 4 1s are 4 4s are, that is n is equal to 12. Okay, n is equal to 12. What about m? M will be equal to 16. What about r? R will be equal to, this will be 50 by 5, that is nothing but equal to 10. So the common terms are, what are the terms that are common? So here, see here, T12 and T16, that is, let me write it as this one. If I talk about the first AP, A12 and A16, and this is what, this is A10, they will be equal. Okay, they will be equal to each other. So what is this A12 or A16 or A10? If I find out, I will get the value of other two. Okay, let me find out A10. To find out A10, that is A time I am talking about third AP. Third AP means what? A10 of third AP, that is nothing but what I should find? A10 pertaining to third AP, that is A plus 9D. So A is what, friends? A is third AP, A is 2. 9 into D is what? That is D3. Okay, D3 I should write it, A. Okay, this is A3, this is D3. So what I should find here? D3 is 5. Okay, this will become what? 2 plus 9 5s are 45, that is nothing but equal to what? 47. Okay, I got it as 47. So the common terms between all the three AP is 47. So what will happen? I have to add all of this. They are telling us what? They are telling the sum of the common terms of the following three APs. Sum of the common terms. So if A10 here is 47, this is 47 means A16 will also be 47, this will also be 47. So if I add all this, what I will get? That is 47 into 3. That is 40 into 3 is what, friends? 120. 7 into 3 is what, friends? 21. So that is what? 40 plus 40 plus 40 or 47 into 3. 47 into 3 is what, friends? 3 7s are 21. 3 4s are 12. So that is nothing but equal to what? 3 7s are 21. 3 4s are 12. That is nothing but equal to 141. So the answer to this question is 141 is the right answer to this question. JEE Main 2023 question. Okay. These are you have to find the common terms and then add it. Okay. I have taken some time for you to understand. Okay. Otherwise, this is a very simple procedure. You have to find the nth term, that is an of all the three APs, and you have to equate it, and then you have to find the value of the one of the values. Either you find the value of n, or you find the value of m, or you find the value of r. Okay. First and second AP equalize it. Second and third and second AP equalize it, and you will be able to find the m value. If you find the m value, you will be able to find n value, and similarly you can find the value of r. Got it? This is how you have to find out. Okay. This is the solution to this question. I'll just minimize it so that you can take a screenshot or you can write it down. Okay. Please take a screenshot if you want. This is how you have to solve this question. Clear? If there are common terms. Let us move to the next question now. So solution of terms in an AP. Suppose they don't mention the terms. They will say there are 3 terms in an AP, there are 5 terms in an AP, there are 6 terms in an AP. At that time, what you have to take? Okay, you can take any value, any type of value you can take. You can assume. But if you take these type of values, it will be easy for your simplification. That's why we are telling. So if they say number of terms in an AP are 3 means, then number of terms, if there are odd number of terms, you please take A. Okay, you take A followed by A plus D. Behind it will be A minus D. Okay, at that time common difference will be D. If they say 5, that is odd number of terms again. You start with A plus D, A minus D, A plus 2D, A minus 2D, and common difference will be D. But when it comes to even number of terms, you should always start with A plus D. A plus D, okay, this will be a plus 3d, a minus d, a minus 3d. Okay, a plus d, a minus d, a plus 3d, a minus 3d. Okay, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d, a minus 3d. Like this you have to take it, and here the common difference will be 2d. If it is odd number of terms, start with a. If it is even number of terms, start with a plus d or a minus d, not a problem. But when it comes to common difference, odd number of terms, it is d. If it is even number of terms, it is 2d. Got it? It is 2d. If it is even number of terms, you have to take it as 2d. Clear? Fine. So based on this, let us see some questions. Now what they are telling is, the digits of a positive integer having 3 digits are in AP and their sum is 15. Okay, the number obtained by reversing the digit is 594 less than the original number. Find the number. Okay, so first of all you have to understand the digits of a positive integer having 3 digits are in AP. So they are talking about 3 digits. Let the three digits be, let me take it as a minus d and a plus d. Let this be the 3 digits. Okay, they are telling, and their sum is 15. That is, sum of the digits is equal to 15. That means what I should do? A minus d plus a plus d is equal to 15. So what will happen? Minus d and plus d will cancel. So 3a will be equal to 15. So a will be equal to what? 15 by 3, that is nothing but equal to 5. So a will be equal to 5. Got it? So a will be equal to 5. This is what we got. And now they are telling another condition, that the original number, the number obtained by reversing the digit is 594 less than the original number. That is, original number minus 594 will give us the reverse digit. Or I can write original is equal to reverse plus 594. Okay, original number how to write? So you might have studied in your school. Okay, school level. So 3 digit number how to write? So 100 digit you will multiply by 100. Tens digit you will multiply by 10, and one single digit you will multiply, unit digit you will multiply by 1. Suppose I have to write 368. So this you can write as 3 into 100 plus 6 into 10 plus 8 into 1. So this will be give us what? 300 plus 60 plus 8. So this will be plus 8. So this will give us what? 368. This is how you write it. So this is 3 digit number. This is hundreds place, tens place, this is units place when it comes to original number. So this will become what, friends? 100 into a minus d plus 10 into a plus a plus d. 1 into a plus d means I will just write a plus d. This is equal to reverse. Reverse means what? Reverse means this will become at the hundreds place. This will remain tens place. This will become units place. So this will become what? Reverse means this will be 100 into a plus d, okay, plus 10 into a plus a minus d plus 594. This is what we have. Now see here, by using this, just what we will get? By solving this, we will get the value of d. We will get the value of d. Okay, they are asking us to find the original number, correct? No. So if you get the value of d, definitely you can find the original number, correct? So this will be 100 into what it is? 100a minus 100d plus 10a plus a plus d is equal to 100a plus 100d plus 10a plus a minus d plus 594. This is what we have. 100a I can cancel, 10a plus 10a I can cancel. So what I am left with? Here I am having what? Here I am having plus a, here I am having plus a, I can cancel. So what I am left with? I am left with 100d minus 100d. This is what I have. So here I am having minus 100d plus d. So this will become what? Minus 99d is equal to what? Minus 99d is equal to what? This is 100d minus d. So this will become what? Plus 99d. Okay, what do we have here? Minus 99d plus is equal to plus 99d plus 594. Plus 594. This is what I have. Okay, 100d minus this is what I have. Now all the d's, if I send it to one side, what I will get? So this will become what, friends? This will become minus 99d. This will become what? Minus 99d. If I bring it this side, this will become equal to 594. So 99 plus 99, that is 100 plus 100 is 200. 1 if you remove from both, it will become 198d. Minus 198d, okay, minus 198d is equal to what? Minus 198d is equal to 594. So d is equal to what? 594 divided by 198. Okay, this is what we have. Now suppose I have 600 divided by 200 means it is 3 times. So 198 into 3 times means So that is 200 into 3, 600. 2 minus 2 into 3 is 6. So this will become what? This will become 198, 1s are 198, 3s are. So d will be equal to what? D will be equal to minus 3. We got d is equal to minus 3. Now they are asking us to find the digit. What is the original number? So original number is what, friends? That is we have 100 into a minus d. This is the digit. Okay. And what about the other number? That is plus 10 into a plus d. Correct? No? So 100 into a minus d is what? 5 minus of minus is plus 3, plus 10 into a is what? 10 into a is 5, plus a plus d. A plus d is what? A is 5. Okay, a is 5. 5 minus 3 is, this will remain as it is. So this will become what? 100 into 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 10 into 5 is 50. 5 minus 3 is what? 5 minus 3 is, it is nothing but 2. So this is what? 800 plus 50 plus 2. So this will become equal to 852. So the original number that we will get is equal to 852. So find the number, the original number that we will get is equal to what? 852. So this is how you have to solve the question. So the original number that we will be getting is equal to 852. Clear, friends? So this is how you have to solve this question. Clear? It is calculatively intensive, I agree, but this is conceptually very simple. You have to understand, we have to take 3 terms to solve the question. So how you take the 3 terms? That is a minus d, a and a plus d. This is how you have to take the terms. Now have a look at this question, friends. They are telling 5 numbers are in AP. So 5 numbers means it is odd number of terms whose sum is 25. That is wonderful. They have given sum also. Okay, and the product is 2520. If one of these 5 numbers is minus 1 by 2, then the greatest number amongst them is, among the 5 numbers, what is the greatest? So 5 numbers means, let us take it, a plus d, a minus d, this is a plus 2d, this is a minus 2d. These are the terms. Okay, comma, 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 comma. So they are telling sum is equal to 25. That means what? If I add this a minus 2d plus a minus d plus a plus d plus a plus 2d is equal to what? Is equal to 25, because they are given sum is equal to 25. So what will happen? Minus 2d plus 2d cancels, minus d plus d cancels. So we will be left with a plus a, that is nothing but equal to 5a is equal to 25. We will get a is equal to what? 25 by 5, that is 5. We will get a is equal to 5. And next thing that they are telling is product is equal to 2520. That means what? Product of these terms. So product is equal to what? They are telling. They are telling what? They are telling product is equal to 2520. Product is equal to 2520. So what I can take? So product is equal to 2520 they have given. So these terms product means a minus 2d into a plus 2d is, that is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So I can write it as what? A square minus 2d whole square is nothing but 4d square. Okay, 4d square. Similarly, a minus d into a plus d, I can write it as a square minus d square. So what about a? It will remain as it is. So a will remain as it is, that is nothing but equal to what? 2520. Okay, 2520. Now I can put the value for a. A is nothing but equal to what? 5. So a is equal to 5 means a square will be 25. So 25 minus 4d square into 25 minus d square is equal to this a. I will send it that side, 2520 divided by 5. This will give us what? 5 5s are. This will be 5 4s are. So this is what I have. So finally I have what? I have 25 minus 4d square into 25 minus d square is equal to 504. This is what I have. Okay, this is what I have. Now wherever d square is there, for my simplification, what I will do, instead of d square I will put t. So I will take d square, put d square is equal to t. So what will this turn out to be? This will turn out to be a quadratic equation. So this will become what? 25 minus 4t into 25 minus t is equal to 504. So this gives me a quadratic equation in t. So 25 into 25 is 625. 25 into t is minus 25. Okay, this will be what? 4 into t 25 is minus 100t. Okay, minus into minus is plus, plus 4t square minus 504 is equal to 0. Okay, this is what we have. Now look at this, what we have? 4t square. What about this? Minus 125t. 625 minus 504 is, we will get it as plus 121. is equal to 0. So 121 into 4, okay, 121 into 4, it is nothing but equal to what? Okay, 121 into 4. So we can take the factors as what? We can write 4t square, okay, 4t square minus 4t minus 121 t plus 121 is equal to 0. Now this is just solving the quadratic equation by splitting the middle term. So I can write what? This will be 4t, I can take common, correct? So 4t I can take it as common. So this will become what? 4t into t minus 1, 4t into t minus 1 minus 121 is there. I can take what? 121 itself I can take it as common. 121 minus 121, this will become t minus 1. This is equal to 0. So what do we get? So t is equal to what I'll get? I'll get t is equal to 1 and I'll get t is equal to what I'll get? 121 by 4. I'll get t is equal to 121 by 4. But remember, we took t is equal to d square. So d square will be equal to what? D square will be equal to plus or minus 1 here. Here d square will be equal to plus or minus 11 by 2 because we have to take the square root. So if I take d square is equal to plus or minus 1, that is d square is equal to 1 means, so d will be equal to what? So this will be, I'll write here, this will be d square will be equal to this one. Here also this will be equal to d square. Here this is what? This will be d. This is not d square, this will be equal to d. So d will be equal to plus or minus 1. Here also d will be equal to plus or minus 11 by 2. So what is the value we have to take? If I take d is equal to plus or minus 1, okay, if I take d is equal to plus or minus 1, see here, they are asking us to find the greatest among them, okay. So out of the one of the numbers is already minus 1 by 2, if I take d is equal to plus or minus 1, definitely it will become even more smaller, definitely it will become even more smaller. So if I put d is equal to minus 1, okay, d is equal to minus 1, okay, 5 minus 1 it will become 4, okay. So definitely one of these 5 numbers it cannot be minus 1 by 2 if I take d is equal to plus or minus 1. So definitely I cannot take this value, I should ignore this value. I can take d is equal to plus or minus 11 by 2. Let us take d is equal to 11 by 2. Let us take d is equal to 11 by 2. So what are the terms that we have? A is what? 5. 5 minus 2d. So 5 minus 2 into 11 by 2, comma, next what we have? 5 minus d, that is 5 minus d is what? 11 by 2. Next it is a is what? A is 5. Next 5 minus what is that we have? 5 plus d, that is 5 plus 11 by 2, comma 5 plus 2d, 5 plus 2 into 11 by 2. These are the terms we have. So 2 cancels. So here also 2 cancels. So what is that we have? 5 minus 11 is minus 6. 5 minus 11 by 2. 10 minus 11 by 2 is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. This is one of the terms we got. Okay, we have 5. 5 plus 11 by 2, that is nothing but what? 2 5s are 10. 10 plus 11 is, what is it? 10 plus 11 is, what is it that we have? 21 by 2. Okay, 21 by 2. Now what about this one? 5 plus 11. 5 plus 11 is what? 5 plus 11. 2 cancel. 5 plus 11 is 16. So these are the terms that we have. Out of this, which is the bigger? So 21 by 2 it is 10.5. 21 by 2 it is 10.5. So 21 by 2 it is 10.5. This is 16. So definitely 16 is the larger number. 16 is the larger number. So which of the following is the greatest? That is option B. 16 is the greatest number. Okay, option B, 16 is the greatest number that we are having. Clear friends? This is how we have to solve this question. Clear? So d is equal to 11 by 2 you have to take it. Then you will get 16 is the largest number, that is option B, JEE Main 2020 question. Even in IIT JAM such type of questions are being asked. If it is difficult, because this time the paper is being set by IIT Bombay. So if they make it difficult, they can ask such type of questions also, but don't worry, we have got it covered. Just practice the questions which we are solving. Got it? So let us move to the next one, friends. Okay, so we are done with, so finally we are done with arithmetic progression. Now we will be doing GP, that is geometric progression. So when I talk about AP, we have to always think about A and D, that is A and D. When I talk about geometric progression, we have to always think about A and R. Here R is nothing but what, friends? R is nothing but common ratio. It is nothing but what? Common ratio. R is nothing but common ratio. Now general form of geometric progression, where there it was common difference was getting added or subtracted. Here it is common ratio will be get multiplied. So this is first term will remain as it is, same as AP. This will be second term. Okay, this is third term, fourth term. So general term of an AP is what? A plus n minus 1 into D. But when it comes to common ratio R, so this is nothing but common difference. How you used to find? Common difference you used to find it as a2 minus a1, that is a2 minus a1, or you will write it as an minus 1. So here common ratio is an by an minus 1, that is the meaning of common ratio. And general term, an is equal to what? A plus n minus 1 into d. So this in terms of GP, n or Tn is nothing but equal to what? A into r to the power of n minus 1, where n is the number of terms, and sum of n terms, that is, it is given by a times 1 minus r to the power of n by 1 minus r if r is less than 1. Okay, but if it is greater than 1, it will become r to the power of n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. Okay, it is equal to n times a if r is equal to 1, is equal to 0 if r is equal to minus 1 and n is even, and is equal to a if r is equal to minus 1 and n is odd. So please keep this in mind. Okay, let me repeat. Okay, sum of n terms of an AP is equal to n times a if r is equal to 1, it is equal to 0 if r is equal to minus 1 and n is even. When n is odd and r is equal to minus 1, it is equal to a. Okay, please remember this note. Okay, this is very important note that you have to remember. Please remember this, highly important. Okay, please remember this. Got it? Now let us move to some more concepts. So let us see some questions based on geometric progression. A1, A2, A10, Bn geometric progression. If A3 by A1 is equal to 25, then they are asking us to find the ratio of A9 by A5. Okay, there is what they are asking. So A3 by A1. So A3 by A1 is equal to what? 25. So A3 is equal to what? I can write it as AR square. A1 I can write it as just A is equal to 25. So A cancels, R square is equal to what? 25. Okay, R square is equal to what? 25. Or I can write it as R square is equal to 5 square. Now they are asking us what? A9 by A5. So I can write it as what? A into r to the power of 8 divided by A into r to the power of 4. A cancels, I will get it as what? R to the power of 4. So I will get it as r to the power of 4. So r square is 5 square, then r to the power of 4 will be equal to what? R to the power of 4 will be equal to r square whole square, that is nothing but equal to what? 5 square whole square, that will be equal to what? 5 to the power of 4. 5 to the power of 4, very simple. So the answer is what? 5 to the power of 4, that is option A. That is option A is the right answer to this question, friends. Option A is the right answer to this question. Clear? Let us move to the next one. So they are telling let A1, A2, A3 be AP of increasing positive integers. They have not given just positive integers, they are telling increasing. This is highly important. This word increasing will make lot of difference when we solve the question. They are telling increasing because the common ratio should be in such a way that the AP should increase, it should not decrease. So next they are telling let the sum of its 6 term and 8 terms be 2 and okay, they are telling sum of its 6 term, that is A6 plus A8 be equal to what? 2, and the product of his third term and fifth term, that is product of his third term and also fifth term be 1 by 9. Then they are asking us 6 times A2 plus A4, A4 plus A6, that is what they are asking. 6 term means what? I can write this as what? A into r to the power of 5 plus A into r to the power of 7, this is equal to 2. Now let me write this one also. A3 means what? I can write it as A into r square, this is A to the power A5 means I can write it as A into r to the power of 4, that is 1 by 9. So if I square this, I will get it as, this will be what? If I multiply this, I will get it as A square into r to the power of 6, that is equal to 1 by 9. I can write it as what? If I take the square root of this, this will become A into r to the power of 3, that is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, A into r cube, this will become 1 by 3. Okay, this will become 1 by 3. I have just taken the square root. I have taken only positive value because this is increasing, it cannot be negative. Okay, so A into r cube, I have taken it as 1 by 3. Here what I can do, friends, I can take, if I want to get AR cube, here I will take what? I will take something common. What I can take common here? Okay, I will take it as A into r cube, this will become what? R square plus r to the power of 4, r square plus r to the power of 4, that is equal to 2. Okay, if I take A into r cube, that will become r square plus r to the power of 4. So if I have taken this common, AR cube is nothing but equal to what? It is equal to 1 by 3. I will just put the value here. 1 by 3 into r square plus r to the power of 4 is equal to 2. So that means what? R square plus r to the power of 4 is equal to 6. R square plus r to the power of 4 is equal to 6. Now what I can find? I can find r square, if I take it common, r square is equal to r square plus 1 is equal to 6. This is what I have. Okay, this is what I have. Now this is what we get. Okay, AR cube is equal to what? 1 by 3. Okay, AR cube is equal to 1 by 3. So, R square plus R to the power of 4, this is what we have. Now, R square plus R4, this is equal to R square into R square plus 1, this is equal to 6. Now, what we have to find? 6 times A2 plus A4, A4 plus A6, this is what they are asking. 6 times A2 plus, what they are asking? 6 times A2 plus A4 into A4 plus A6, this is what they are asking, correct? No. So, what I can do it here, 6 times A2 can be, A2 means nothing but A into R, A4 is AR cube. Okay. What about A4? A4 is AR cube. Okay. A6 is what? AR to the power of 5. AR to the power of 5. So, AR cube into AR to the power of 5. Okay. This is what we have. Now, here, see here, I can take what? I can take 6 into, if I take here, what I can do? Here I can take, here I can take, AR I can take common, AR if I take common, this will become what? 1 plus R square. Here if I take AR cube common, if I take AR cube common, this will become 1 plus R square. Okay, 1 plus R square. This is what we have. Now, this is AR I have taken common, this will become 1 plus R square. AR cube I have taken common, this will become 1 plus R square. So, this is nothing but what? This is nothing but 1 plus R square is 6 by R, 6 by R square. This is what? 6 by R square. So, R square plus 1, I can write it as what? 6 by R square, 6 by R square. This will become what? 6 into AR into 6 by R square. What about this one? AR cube is 1 by 3. Okay. 1 by R square, 1 plus R square is what? It is nothing but 6 by R square. Now, what do we have? That is nothing but, what we have here is 3 1s are 3 2s are. Okay. So, this will become what? 6 times A into R. Okay, 6 times A into R into 2 into 6 by R to the power of 4, by R to the power of 4, by R to the power of 4. So, that is nothing but equal to what? That is nothing but equal to R 1s are R cube. This will become 6 into 2 into 6 by R cube. Here R cube is nothing but equal to what? R cube is nothing but equal to, if I write AR cube is 1 by 3, this implies I can write R cube is equal to what? R cube is equal to 1 by 3A, 1 by 3A. So, here R cube is equal to what I can write? I can write it as 1 by 3A. Here R cube is equal to, I can write it as 1 by 3 times A. Okay. Here I have A also 1 by 3A. Now, what will happen? This A and this A get cancelled, this 3 will go up. Okay, this 3 will go up. So, what will I have? This will become what it will become. So, this will become, further if I take this up, this will become cancelled, I will get the final answer. Okay, this will become cancelled, I will get the final answer. That is it, very simple. Okay, understood the approach? Please try to understand the approach. Please try to understand the approach. Okay, then it will become easy to solve. Please try to understand the approach, then you will be able to solve. Okay, then you will be able to solve. Clear? Got it? There is some ambiguity in the question. Anyways, not a problem. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, this is how we have to solve the question. Let us go to the next one. Look at this question. Please have a look at this question once. Please have a look at this question. Just go through the question once. Please read the question once, then we will solve. Just go through the question once so that you understand the question, and then we will be solving the question. Please read the question carefully, very carefully. Okay. So they are telling if the sum of the second, third and fourth terms of the positive terms of the GP is 3 and the sum of his 6, 7th and 8th terms is 243, then the sum of the first 50 terms of the GP. This is what they are asking. Okay. Someone is telling you want the perfect answer for the previous one. Introvert Nani, yeah, good evening. Please be consistent with the classes. Do watch the classes. You will get lot of information. This will be highly useful for you. Okay. Coming to the previous question, someone has doubt. Okay. Let me solve it clearly for you. You want perfect? Okay. Let me solve it. So they are telling they have some doubt. So here so if I take r square outside 1 plus r square, I will get it as equal to 6. So this gives me r is equal to root 2. This gives me r is equal to root 2. If I get r is equal to root 2, if I get r is equal to root 2, definitely I can find a. Okay, I can find a. So r is equal to root 2 means ar cube is equal to 1 by 3. So that means what? 1 by 3 into root 2 whole cube. Correct? No, root 2 whole cube. That gives us what? That gives us a is equal to 1 by 3 times what it is, root 2 into root 2 is 2. Okay, again root 2 will remain as it is. So this implies a is equal to 1 by 6 root 2. 1 by 6 root 2. Now they are asking us what? 6 times of this one. Now let us do it again. So if I do it again, see this will become what? 6 times a2 plus a4. 6 times a2 plus a2 means it's nothing but equal to ar plus a4 is nothing but equal to ar cube into a4 is nothing but again ar cube plus a6 is nothing but equal to ar to the power of 5. Okay. A is nothing but what? A we got it as what? 1 by 6 root 2. 1 by 6 root 2. And what about r? We got it as root 2. AR cube is nothing but equal to, here we got it as 1 by 3. Let us put the values as it is. AR cube again it is 1 by 3. AR to the power of 5, that is A is 1 by 6 root 2. And what about R to the power of 5? I am just calculating this. Okay, previously we had already solved. You wanted the final answer, so I am solving this again. So this will become what, friends? So this will become R to the power of 5 means, that is R is nothing but what? R is nothing but root 2. Root 2 to the power of 5 means, that is root 2 into root 2 is 2. Again root 2 into root 2 is 2. So 2 into 2 is 4. That will become 4 root 2. This will become 4 root 2. So what I can do? Root 2 I can cancel. Here also root 2 I can cancel. This will become what? 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3. Okay. Plus 1 by 3. And this will become what? 1 by 3 plus this is 2 by 3. 1 by 6 plus 3 by 2 by 3. So this will become what, friends? I can do it. Here, if I multiply 6 throughout this one, for this one if I multiply 6, what I will get? This will become 6 into 1 by 6 is, this is 1. This will become 6 into 1 by 3, this is 2. This will what? 1 by 3, this will be 3 by 3, this is nothing but equal to 3 by 3 cancel, this will become 1. 1 plus 2, 3. So 3 into 1, the answer is 3. So the answer is 3 is the right answer to this question. So what is the option that we have? That is option B is the right answer. So we got it. Okay, understood? I think you got the solution for this question. Okay, I had already done the calculation, but I had not given the solution. The solution is what? Because don't expect spoon feeding, certain calculations which you have to do it by yourself also. So the answer is option B, that is 3. Now let us have a look at this question. They are telling sum of second, third and fourth terms of a positive terms. Positive terms, again they are telling positive terms, very important. GP is 3. So the second means it is nothing but AR plus third is AR cube and fourth is AR, third means it is AR square, sorry. So second, third and fourth, this is AR cube is equal to what? Is equal to 3. And next what they are telling, sum of its sixth, that is sixth term they are telling, 6 means AR 5 plus what is it? 7. 7th means AR 6, okay, and 8 means it is AR 7 is equal to what? Not AR Rahman, it is AR. Okay, so this is nothing but equal to 243. This is nothing but equal to 243. Now here, see here, what I can take common? Definitely I can take AR common here. If I take AR common here, what I will get? AR into 1 plus, or if I take 1 plus R square is equal to 3. Similarly, if I take AR here, or if I take AR to the power of 5, AR to the power of 5, if I take it common, this will become, in this one, this will become 1 plus R square is equal to what? Is equal to 243. Now this is equation 2, this is equation 1. Now what will I do is, I will do 2 divided by 1. If I do 2 divided by 1, that is 2 divided by 1, equation 2 divided by equation 1. This is my star step. Equation 2 divided by equation 1, this is my star step. This is my star step. Okay. So what I will do here, equation 2 divided by equation 1. So AR5 divided by AR, A and A will cancel, R and R5 divided by R will give us R to the power of 4, R to the power of 4, and this will get completely cancelled. So R to the power of 4 is nothing but equal to 243 divided by 3, that is 3 ones are 381, 381s are. So R to the power of 4 is nothing but equal to 81, that is nothing but equal to 81 can be written as 3 to the power of 4. That means R is equal to what? R is equal to 3 we got. We got R is equal to 3. We got R is equal to 3. Now what they are asking us? Now they are asking us to find then the sum of first 50 terms of the GP. Sum of first 50 terms of the GP. This is what they are asking. Sum of first 50 terms of the GP. This is what they are asking. R is equal to 3 we got. Okay. R is equal to 3 we got. Now in this equation if I put R, I can get the value of A. Correct? No. If I put R is equal to 3, I can get the value of A. So in this equation put R is equal to, so in this equation put R is equal to 3. So I will get it as what? A into R is 3, A into 3 plus 1 plus 3 square is equal to what? 3. Okay. So this 3 if I send it that side, this will become A, 3 cancels, this will become 1 plus 3 square is 9, this will become equal to 1. So I am writing it here. So A into 9 plus 3 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 13, A into 13 is 1. So okay. So A will be equal to 1 by 13. A will be equal to 1 by 13. Now they are asking us what? They are asking us to find, S50. They are asking us to find S50. I am writing it here. They are asking us to find S50. S50 is equal to A into R to the power of n minus 1 because R is greater than 1. R is by R minus 1. By R minus 1. So n here is nothing but 50. So A is what here? 1 by 13. R is nothing but what? 3 minus 1, that will give us 2. So this is R to the power of n minus 1. R is what? 3. 3 to the power of n is what? N is 50 minus 1. So that will be equal to what? 3 to the power of 50 minus 1. Okay. Divided by 13 to the 26. So this is the answer that we have. 3 to the power of 50 minus 1 divided by 26. 3 to the power of 50 minus 1 divided by 26, that is option B. That is option B is the right answer to this question, friends. That is option B is the right answer to this question. Okay. I hope it is clear to you. First we have to find out the value of R. I told you AP means you have to find out A and D. GP means you have to find out A and R. First we got the value of R by dividing second equation by first equation, then by putting the value of R in first equation or second equation, you will get the value of A. A we got it as 1 by 13, S50 means that is the answer is what? The formula is A into R to the power of n minus 1 by R minus 1. Here n is nothing but equal to, 50, sorry, this is nothing but equal to 50. So by putting the value we will get it as 3 power 50 minus 1 by 26. Let me write it here clearly. So this is nothing but equal to what? This is nothing but equal to, this value is nothing but equal to 3 power 50 minus 1 by into 1 by 26. So that is nothing but option B. Option B is the right answer. Okay. This is how we have to solve the question. Clear, friends? Alright. I will wind up now. Thank you. So please watch the session again. If you have some doubts, you can post it in the comment section. I will wind up now. Thank you. Let's meet in the next class. Alright. Thank you. Take care.